And I have to kill this villager to take his clothes. Alright, well, I'm not entirely comfortable with this, because who in their right mind wants to steal some guy's clothes, but I guess, needs must, right? Yeah, needs must. Alright, so let's have a look. Hello Reformers, and welcome back to Ancestors Legacy. Now, if you didn't join me for the Viking campaign, then you can check that out down below in the description or in the comments, as there's a little bit of a playlist there if you want to check that out. It was actually very exciting and got hang of the systems there. And in this series, we're going to be trying out the Holy Roman Empire. And as you can see here, King Rudolf I decided to clear his lands of Raubritters, German knights who had decided to make a living by robbing innocent people. One of the king's men, Thomas, came up with a clever idea for solving the issue effectively.
The life of Frederick II to this day is considered scandalous and unorthodox. His unyielding temperament and lifetime struggle with papal power led to numerous brawls within the country, granting him the nickname of an Antichrist. Ironically, despite being excommunicated fourfold, skeptic King Frederick II met his death peacefully among the habits of Cistercian monks in 1250, what forever ended the line of the House of Hohenstaufen. The king's death threw the country into a stupor, universally called the Great Interregnum, the time when no king could achieve enough recognition to consolidate the country's holdings under one ruler, leaving Germany in a state of permanent civil war for almost 20 years. The tide of this 20-year-old dismay changed when the biggest beneficiary of Germany's disorder, Count Rudolf von Habsburg, used his wealth and connections with the abbots to make himself a firm candidate for the kingship. To seal his coronation, Rudolf promised the renunciation of the imperial rights to the Pope and promised a new crusade to Pope Gregory X, a former adversary of Frederick II. As a result, Rudolf I of Germany was crowned in Aachen Cathedral on the cold day of the 24th of October, 1273. However, another candidate for the throne, Ottokar II of Bohemia, never acknowledged Rudolf's election. When the new king decreed all lands lost after Frederick II's death to be returned to the crown, depriving Ottokar of vast parts of his land, it became the last straw. The good people of Germany were about to be thrown into yet another war. But whilst Ottokar II was preparing for the clash, the crown had to deal with a much more pressing matter. The first edict of the new king was to wage war against the robber barons, whose activities exploded in the wake of imperial authority during the Great Interregnum, and who committed numerous crimes against the crown, such as stealing ships or kidnapping. If Rudolf I wanted to stand against Ottokar II, he had to deal with the barons first.
Well, this is going to be very interesting, because I'm not entirely sure if we're going to be doing field battles and actual large-scale warfare in comparison to the skirmishes that we saw in the Viking campaign.
And we didn't even have to scare them. They were so afraid of our weapons. They are attacking us! Hilfe! It's an ambush! Protect the Kaiser!
Oh well, we've got to kill the ambushers that quickly, huh? Okay, well, let's do it. Let's try and... oh wow, we're going to have to run all the way around there? That is not good. Do you think I can actually do that from here? Oh dear. That is not good. Okay. Yes, our archer's getting absolutely massacred already. Definitely not something that I'd like to see. Thank you. Wow. Okay. Can I actually retreat these guys somehow? Yeah, there we go. Go in. Yeah. Go into the bushes. That's what we want to see. And now hopefully this cavalry is going to absolutely murder the archers. And thankfully these fellows seem relatively safe now, so nothing to worry about there too much. And there we go. Okay, not too bad. Hopefully we can now kill these guys. Rudolph is obviously fine.
Raubritters. They have no idea who they just pissed. I will personally eradicate every last one of them. Schneller, into the woods. Watch out for traps.
Ah, clear the forest of Raubritters. Okay, let's do that. Okay, so that means that we should probably do a little bit of... Oh, yeah, this is not going to work very easily, is it? Because my archers literally are almost dead, so I'm going to have to just leave them where they are because I really don't want them to... I don't want to lose that particular squad, because if I lose them, I'm not going to be able to replenish them. So let's just instead take these guys onward here. Well, that was very easy, eliminating that first group very quickly there. And now we just need to pounce on top of the spearmen, because obviously the spearmen are going to be, well, very damaging to our horsemen, I would assume. That's usually the case for spearmen and things like that. So hopefully we'll be able to actually capture an outpost soon, so that I will be able to regenerate.
Herr Commandant, how a noble knight can fall so low as to become a thug. Where is honesty, loyalty, honor?
War makes men, Tomas. It makes heroes. Times of peace are not for warriors. They get bored and make a sport out of robbing the innocent travelers. Slaughter them!
Oh, now that was some damage. Oh wow, yeah. I'm just really pleased that we were able to get into that small little patch of bushes there, because that really made a huge difference to our ambush. Wow, that's pretty crazy. Okay, so thankfully we are getting some people leveled up here. So Rudolph is going to be leveling up, and I guess I'll just get him defense, because he seems to take quite a bit of damage, and I don't really want him to die, obviously. And we do have our horsemen here. I think we're probably going to... I don't know. I suppose we'll just take defense as well, and we'll just try to get our other units a little bit of... I don't know, maybe offense would have been better. Maybe we'll just have a bit of a spread of the upgrades that we're going to take this time around. Because last time I took a lot of offensive capabilities and we did lose quite a few units. So maybe this time taking a little bit more defense is going to help us out. Oh, that was quick. That was very, very quick indeed, eliminating those guys. Now, let's hope that we can just... Yeah, let's hope that we don't get killed. Yes, we did lose someone there, thanks to that charge in by those spearmen. Probably should have charged in against the spearmen first, but you know how it is. Sometimes you just see the first enemy and you got to attack those guys first before they get any chance to get the drop on you or anything like that. So let's just actually tell these guys to retreat here, because many of the units in that squad are very, very injured. Oh, we can't actually tell them to restore themselves.
Somewhere around here. We must find it. Let's go.
Ah, we have to find their base. Okay, so this is... This is actually becoming pretty tricky because, as I say, I cannot restore our cavalry at all, actually. Okay, so let's go for some more defense then. And yeah, we're just going to take our archers here. I mean, I don't see the necessity to sort of leave them out of the fold now, because it seems like we're not able to replenish them. Or if we are able to replenish them, then we should technically have access to recruitment buildings.
It must be here. Look.
Right. It looks bigger than I suspected. I will need more forces to deal with them once for all.
I have an idea. If I dress as one of the villagers, they will let me into the camp. I could sabotage their forces from the inside.
You are as brave as you are smart, Thomas. Good. I will bring more men at dawn. Be ready by then. We're falling back!
Alright, so now I'm basically just left by myself, and I have to kill this villager to take his clothes. Alright, well, I'm not entirely comfortable with this, because who in their right mind wants to steal some guy's clothes, but I guess needs must, right? Yeah, needs must. Alright, so let's have a look and see what's going to happen here. I probably should have... Maybe I should go over there? I mean, I'm basically just waiting in the nearest bushes that I can. Yeah, I think he's going to come over here in a second anyway, so we should be able to do that. And hopefully, I mean, this little area here is in darkness, so hopefully no one's going to see what I'm actually attempting to do here. What is his ability, by the way? It boosts the morale of all nearby units. Oh, okay. Well, that's pretty good. Oh, okay, so... Is he really not coming this way? Ah, right. It seems as though he's actually not coming this way, so I'm going to have to sneak around, which I'm not particularly a big fan of, because that increases my chances of getting seen by a great deal. But we can try our best. As long as we stay out of the light, we should be okay. Whoa, that's very close. It's kind of weird how I'm going to have to do this. Okay, there we go. Get in there. Thank you. Alright, so now hopefully we'll be able to charge. Yeah, we'll be able to charge through the fence here, so that's pretty good. I mean, this fellow is not going to be that difficult to kill. I mean, he's only got, you know, there's only one of him, and he's probably not going to be extremely difficult. I mean, personally, I feel like I'd probably be able to just run in here with Thomas and just absolutely murder everyone. So maybe that's what I should do. Maybe that's what I should have done, but I'm taking the stealthy approach here, because that's exactly what he's doing here after all, you know? We're meant to do it this way, are we? I guess. Oh, there you go, he killed him. Okay, so he's actually an archer, by the looks of things. He's actually an archer, so...
Now, let's hope that they open a gate when they see me.
Ooh, how sneaky. That is very sneaky indeed. Alright. Yeah, so technically Thomas is a crossbowman. Okay, that's interesting.
Forward! Open the gate, bitte! I need to get in! I see. Here is what I can do to cripple their defenses. Damage their weapons so they can't fight effectively. Poison their food so that they don't have a heart for fighting. Lock the well for good. Their camp will burn all right. But most importantly, nobody can see me do all this.
Oh, very interesting, very interesting. Okay, so I'm not entirely sure, but can these fellows see me now? I mean, can I allow them to see what I'm doing? Because they technically register as enemies still, whereas these guys register as allies. So I'm not entirely sure if they're going to have an effect on that. Okay, well...
Right. Now they won't have enough weapons.
Well, that was easy enough. I just have to move close to them. I actually thought I had to click on them, so I need to be very careful when I do that again, because I don't want to mistakenly do it when there's someone nearby and they can see me, of course. So let me be a little bit more careful. Now, it seems like the enemy do not see me as an enemy, so that's great, because they're still red, technically, so I was like, oh, what's going to happen? No, no, no. Don't go too close. We've got to wait for these guys to pass by and these fellows to turn away. That's okay over there. Okay, I think I can do it now, probably. Can I? Oh, yeah. Okay, let's do it.
I hope your bowels rot, you bastards.
Okay, there we go. Nice. Okay, that's really good. Okay, so the last one is the well over here. And I think I actually don't have to be sneaky here, so basically I can just go straight over there. I'm not going to rush to to lock it, obviously. I'm just going to try and get over there as quickly as I can. That was actually a really good time to do it before this civilian got there, but, you know. What? Okay. So they do actually see you? Or... I actually... What? I actually have no idea what is going on with that. Okay, that's really weird, because I thought that I was really, really close by to those enemies, and they didn't see me? I think that's really strange. Okay. Well, I don't have a problem with that, really. I mean, I can literally just go over here, and then everything's good. There we go. Hopefully they're not going to see me now. And yeah, it seems like they have given up the chase. Right, okay, so it appears that I do need to be a little bit stealthy here. Okay, that's interesting, because, as I said, I actually thought that we would be fine with our movements, but it seems like I was a little bit too... Oh, wait a minute, not through there, thanks. Not through there. That's not a good idea. That is not a good idea. So maybe if I can go this way. Okay, so I guess I'm going to try and get back to the well then. Seems like I have to go around in a sort of clockwise direction. So, I have now done exactly what I need to do. I've just, you know, snuck around the outside using the bushes for cover, and I'm still kind of a little bit rattled by that, to be honest, because I actually really thought that we were basically posing as a peasant, and I didn't think they would see through our disguise, but apparently if they maybe get too close, then we're, you know, gonna get spotted. So hopefully this guy's gonna move away soon, because everyone else is very, very far away, and hopefully I'll be able to do it without him noticing me.
Now they can't even put out their fires.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Okay, so let's be a bit careful here. Where do I have to open the gate? Oh, over there. Wow, okay. This is... that's not good. Okay, we're gonna have to retreat once again. Hopefully, yeah, that's gonna make it a little bit... Ah, there we go. They basically... Oh, okay, so units just ignore you when you hit the retreat button. That's kind of amusing. And pretty good. Pretty good for me. Okay, so we are now here once again. Let's just rest a little bit. Really wish I had my crossbow. I'd be able to kill quite a few enemies here. Okay, so I have to go around there. Really? Ah, okay, I have to go around there once again. Oh, okay, I get it. Alright, so I finally got into the bushes, well, almost closest to where the gate mechanism is. And let me just say that you basically have to go from bush to bush to bush in a clockwise direction around the outside of the camp, and then you can get to the gate. And I gotta say, I don't really know about this, really. I mean, I'm pretty cool with the whole stealth mechanic stuff and sneaking around and everything, but having it be basically an instant failure if you get spotted, I guess, yeah, you know, that kind of makes sense in the grand scheme of things, but I don't know, you know. I guess it's just my nature where I'm not really that careful, you know. I'm careful, but I'm not that careful, you know.
I see the gate is open. Time to end this. Remember, we do not spare lives today. Ready?
No, we do not spare lives today. Let us do this. Alright, so we are basically just gonna go straight on in there and deal massive damage to everyone that we can. And how's Thomas doing? How's Tom? Oh, he's back with his regular gear now. So he should technically be able to stage ambushes and all kinds of cool things like that. And I'm actually wondering whether he's any good in melee combat. If he's good in melee combat, then I should be able to just attack straight away with him. But I'm not entirely sure about that, so I guess we'll just leave it. Oh wow, the charge damage that we're able to inflict is so insane. I mean, these are only peasants, but the fact is that we've literally just murdered them so incredibly quickly. Wow, now that is pretty impressive. Okay, so I guess we'll just continue charging in, and I guess Thomas is going to do a little bit of damage to these spearmen over here. And I mean, he can, so I'm just going to let him do that while we attack the front. And yeah, look at that. He's murdering these guys. Absolutely murdering these guys. Hopefully he'll be able to... Yeah, there we go. Kill another one right there. And he's actually pretty weak. As you can see, Thomas is pretty weak. I think he's probably gonna have some issues here. He is actually dealing decent damage, but I'm gonna have to tell him to retreat to base. He's not exactly, you know, he's not exactly sturdy. So I guess we're just going to have to continue attacking here with our other fellows here too. Thankfully the barracks is now going to burn, and Thomas is just going to run away here, and hopefully we'll be able to get him back for the fight, because he does a huge amount of damage, so I'm pretty good with that. And now we do have a level up here, so I guess, shall we... let's just keep getting defense, I guess. Let's keep getting defense, because in the end, having your units stay alive much more is always a good idea, because you're going to get much more damage out of them, and, you know, all that stuff, so I'm pretty happy with that. Anyway, we are going to lose quite a few of our units here. Hopefully we're not going to lose too many of our cavalry, and hopefully... Can you just kill this? Can you just kill that last guy? Oh yeah, there we go. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're going to hopefully... Oh yeah, there we go. Let us zoom in and... Oh, did you see the devastation? They didn't even give me enough time to zoom in. Really? How dare you? Ah, well, never mind. I'm sure they're very sure they're very happy that they were able to kill so many in such a short span of time. But yeah, that was very easy indeed. Okay, so there just so happens to be 2 more spearmen up on the hill there. Oh, there's actually a couple of archers. Well, these archers are going to die very quickly. Well, they would have died much quicker if we had a bit of a better charge there, but, well, what can you do? Alright, so we have some spearmen leveling up. I'm going to go for defense yet again. I think I'm going to go with the sort of standard setup where melee units are going to go defense and ranged units are going to go offense. And I mean, technically, ranged units can only go offense, so there's not really any decision making there, with the exception of, obviously, the, you know... the speed upgrades, I guess. So it's more utility.
The story of the so-called Baron robbers ends here. Our Reich is a better place now.
Oh, that was a very quick chapter, but I suppose that is chapter 1. We're learning to play with our new units. And I think that's going to be it for this episode. I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.